It is the most exciting way to end a football match.
But never won one. Right, you keep going to see us in that semi. One matter. Down the middle, Neuer saves.
Filled with adrenaline and even a fear of your team losing the match.
It's Gomez. David Luiz smashes it in. It's a pen. What a great penalty. Neuer. Screwed a little bit, but Chen.
Obviously, I'm talking about penalty shootouts.
Chen couldn't get to it. Yes! Up into the roof of the net. Yes! Yes! Chen. Ashley Cole. It's 3-3 in the shootout. Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, and Chelsea will have a kick to win it. Didier Drogba. Yes!
In this video, I will tell you everything you need to know from the history to the best penalty shooters, so stick around. Let's start with the history of penalties. Penalties were introduced in the year 1970. Before that, there were a lot of ways to end a normally drawn match, for example by rescheduling the entire game or by using a coin flip to decide which team wins. The first penalty shootout was in 1982 between France and Germany. Both teams were not prepared at all, and the first person to shoot a penalty and to score was Alain Giresse. You can see the video right now.
Giresse not playing any mind games with Schumacher, giving the German keeper the chance to give his steely glare. Nervous moments for fans, for players, for managers, but more so for players. First penalty then, Alain Giresse, 1-0 France. Nicely taken as well by Giresse. Of course, France scored a penalty in the 90 minutes from Michel Platini. And Giresse sending Schumacher the wrong way.
Over time, more and more analysis, preparation, and tactics to intimidate or fool the opponent were implemented into penalties. Today, penalties are the most analyzed situation and the most standardized situation in the entirety of football. This brings us to number 2, the tactics during penalties. I will split this section into the goalkeeper and into the penalty taker. Let's start with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper basically tries to intimidate the player, for example by coming out of the goal to delay the penalty, or to do silly faces, or to make him look as big as possible, so the player gets nervous. There are also some tactics for the penalty taker. For example, trying to outplay the goalkeeper, which can be done by trying to lure the goalkeeper into one corner of the goal and shooting in the other. A lot of people also try to know in which corner the goalkeeper is diving to score a safe goal in the other corner. So why are penalties so exciting? First of all, there's a lot of pressure on the player who is taking the penalty. Because this is a 1v1 situation, everything depends on the player, and there are no teammates who can provide help for the player. Also, the stakes are at the highest at penalties, as your team can be knocked out if you miss the penalty. The excitement also comes from one shot can determine whether or not you go out of the game as a hero or as the loser. And every mistake is fatal, so if you don't hit the ball good, you immediately miss the penalty. The pressure is also why the head plays a bigger role than normal football skills in penalties, which means a really good footballer can be a terrible penalty shooter, and the other way around. Let's look at the best penalty takers from 2000 to 2020. In 5th place, we have Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard is an already retired player who tries to be a coach these days. He scored 50 penalties, with a goal scoring percentage of 86%. Then in 4th place we have Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Va a prendere posizione la battuta di Zlatan Ibrahimovic, il pareggio del Milan.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic scored 64 penalties during that time, with a goal scoring percentage of 89%. Then in third we have Lionel Messi.
Very cool. Has a look. And with all the calm you would ever desire.
Who scored 75 penalties, with a goal scoring percentage of 77%. In second place we have Francesco Totti. He also scored 75 penalties, although he has a better goal scoring percentage sitting at around 81%, which means he takes second place. And then the best penalty taker on the planet during that time is Cristiano Ronaldo. He scored an incredible 114 penalties during that time with a goal scoring percentage of 86%, which is impressive. I also want to mention two of the best goalkeepers against penalties. One goalkeeper I want to mention here is Julio César.
Julio César! Spegne la luce!
Who managed to save 38.1% of its penalties, saving 8 out of 21. And the best goalkeeper regarding penalties is Diego Alves. Who managed to save an astonishing 46% of his penalties, saving 20 out of 43, which means basically every second penalty was saved by him, making him the best goalkeeper regarding penalties. At the end of this video we will look at one final example on why penalty shootouts are so exciting. The 2022 World Cup final.
Mbappe steps up first. And Mbappe rattles it in. Messi with Coleman. Great stop. Dybala. Tremendous. Firm, low, telling. He must. He has. Montiel.
If you got any value out of this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can ask any kind of question in the comments below. Have a great day. Bye.